Welcome to our Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe horse-by-horse guide, where we delve into the contenders for this prestigious Group 1 race, scheduled for Sunday, October 1st, at the enchanting ParisLongchamp. With a remarkable first prize of £2,380,833 and the track conditions graded as very soft, this race is poised to offer a thrilling spectacle to all who witness it. Sisfahan? This chestnut from Germany, expertly trained, made waves with a triumphant victory in the German Derby of 2021. However, since then, his triumphs have been scant, with a lone Italian Group 2 win in October 2022. While he exhibited promise by securing second place in the Großer Prix von Berlin, a lackluster performance in Baden-Baden raises legitimate doubts about his prospects in this highly competitive field. Hare's Arc. A 4-year-old colt, who has impressively upped his game this season, clinching victories in Group 3 races, spanning 10 and 12 furlongs. Though he displayed a commendable performance in a Deauville Group 2 event, this race presents a substantial leap in competition, rendering him one of the rank outsiders in this formidable contest. Onesto. Onesto embarked on the Arc journey last year with odds of 11-1 but could only secure a distant 10th place behind Alpinista. While he had previously bested Simca Mila in the Grand Prix de Paris and finished second to Luxembourg in the 2022 Irish Champion, his form has not scaled the same heights this year. His recent 7th place finish at Leopardstown casts him as one of the less likely contenders for victory. Simca Mila. The winner of last year's Prix Niel is back to make amends for his absence in the 2022 Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe. Stefan Wattle's Tamayut's colt has exhibited marked improvement at 4, securing second place in the Prix Gunai in April, followed by a commanding win in the Group 2 Prix de Chantilly in June. This was a stepping stone to his inaugural Group 1 victory in the Großer Prix von Berlin, his most recent outing. It's worth noting that this race has previously produced Arc winners in Torquato Tasso and Alpinista, even if they did not win both races in the same year. Simca Mila, a strong stayer, is poised to seize an each-way opportunity, although he must elevate his performance to challenge the frontrunners. Baybridge. Although Baybridge may seem like a latecomer to the Arc de Triomphe festivities, he has rightfully earned his place in this prestigious race, particularly after showcasing his prowess over the 12-furlong distance. His credentials may have been established through a triumph in a small field Group 3 event at Kempton recently, but we are well aware of his class following his victory in the Champion Stakes at Ascot during the previous season. He appears most content when the ground bears plenty of ease, which furnishes ample reasons to anticipate a spirited challenge from this accomplished 5-year-old. Westover. Westover, last year's victor of the Irish Derby, has exhibited commendable improvement at the age of 4. This was underscored by his triumph in the Grand Prix de St. Cloud, his first Group 1 victory since the Curragh. Backed fervently for the King George, where he commenced as a 7-1 shot, he mounted a formidable challenge, displaying a resolute staying power, ultimately falling short by a mere head to Hookham. Some contention surrounds the notion that Hookham may have benefited from Jim Crowley's rule-breaking whip actions more than Rob Hornby did. Reportedly, Ralph Beckett, Westover's trainer, expressed satisfaction with his preparations following an excursion to Salisbury. This son of Frankel is undoubtedly a contender who deserves close scrutiny. Hookham. Hookham, the full brother of Bide, has magnificently stepped out from his sibling's shadow this season, rebounding impressively from an injury setback to showcase himself as better than ever. He displayed his mettle by defeating Derby winner Desert Crown decisively upon his return, and his performance in a thrilling duel with Westover in the King George at Ascot was nothing short of spectacular. Purposefully kept away from the track since then, he has exhibited a penchant for performing at his best following a break. Additionally, his adaptability to ground conditions renders him unfazed by the amount of rain that may fall in Paris in the build-up to the race. Consequently, he boasts exceptional credentials for his inaugural visit to ParisLongchamp. Place du Carrousel. Our attention turns to André Fabre's Arc Contender as the esteemed trainer aspires for an unprecedented 9th triumph in the race with Place du Carrousel. The Lope de Vega filly triumphed at this very meeting last year in the Prix de l'Opéra, on ground conditions described as very soft. This may hint at her predilection for such conditions to deliver her peak performance. She appears to be making gradual strides toward an Arc challenge, with recent wins on good to soft ground at Deauville and in the Prix at Longchamp in her last 2 starts. However, to secure victory in this demanding race, she must summon yet another level of performance. Through 7 Seas. A 5-year-old Japanese mare sired by Dream Journey, Through 7 Seas has made remarkable strides this season. She commenced the year competing in handicap events at Nakayama, clinching victory on both occasions. However, it was her performance at Hanshin in June that thrust her into the Arc picture. There, she engaged in a neck-to-neck battle with the renowned Equinox, narrowly losing but impressing all observers with a remarkable display, despite encountering difficulties during the race. Ace Impact. Leading the domestic charge is Ace Impact, who has enjoyed a remarkable year. Making his debut on the Kanyasoma Polytrack at the end of January, he has remained undefeated, notching up 5 victories, including a resplendent triumph in the Prix du Jockey Club. Following his success at Chantilly, trainer Jean-Claude Rouget wisely refrained from tempting fate by avoiding the Irish Champion Stakes, opting instead to preserve the colt's freshness for the Arc. His return at Deauville in mid-August for the Group 2 Prix Guillaume d'Ornano culminated in victory over Al Riffa, despite displaying early signs of exuberance. The slight concern of him pulling hard during the initial stages may be indicative of his readiness for his inaugural foray at 1M4F at Longchamp. Nevertheless, the 3-year-old son of Cracksman emphatically stakes his claim as a formidable contender. Continuous, to be supplemented, Wednesday. Continuous, fresh off his triumph in the St. Leger at Doncaster just over a fortnight ago, is poised to be supplemented by Aidan O'Brien and his connections. The Son of Hearts cry has thrived after a 2-month respite subsequent to Royal Ascot. He unleashed an extraordinary display of dominance, capturing the Great Voltigeur and the season's final classic with ease. His aptitude for both stamina and acceleration makes him a formidable prospect. His marked improvement since his humbling by Ace Impact at Chantilly in June is evident. While securing victory in this race necessitates yet another level of growth, Continuous possesses the latent capacity to ascend to the occasion. Stay tuned for the eagerly anticipated Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe, where these entrants will vie for glory upon the hallowed turf of Paris-Longchamp. The race promises an extravaganza of excitement, a tapestry of unpredictability, and the prospect for one of these majestic steeds to etch its name indelibly into the annals of racing history.
Please like and subscribe, and as always, thank you for your support.